Hi guys, this is Caleb with DSLR Video Shooter, and today I want to show you a solution for getting two lights onto one stand. Recently I'd been thinking about coming up with some way to get a very large soft light source. Now the problem with soft light is it requires a larger light source to start with, because if you're going to be bouncing the light or shooting the light through a scrim to soften it or a filter, you're going to need that larger light source because you're going to be cutting down the amount of light on your final output. And instead of having a very expensive HMI or a single light source, I decided to use two lights. And the problem with that is now I have to have two lights, I have to use independent filtration of each light, and now I have more stands and it just becomes a real headache. So I wanted a way that I could simplify all of that using one light stand. And I have a C-stand from B&H, the Impact C-stand. Love it. It's a great, great stand. It's very, very robust, so I knew it could handle the weight. So I did some research and found something called the double header. There's also something called the triple header. These are made by Matthews and other companies. But essentially what they do is they're a metal adapter that takes your single stud on your C-stand and allows you to have 2 or 3 studs and allowing you to attach multiple lights. So this is what I ended up with. I use my 2 Octacool 9 lights from Impact, and these essentially have 9 bulbs each, so I had enough light. And then I mounted one on each end of the triple header. With the C-stand that I purchased from B&H, I already had a grip head that came with the actual stand. So I mounted that to the center stud of the 3 studs on the adapter. At the top of that, I mounted a scrim that came with a very cheap 5-in-1 reflector I already had. And then at the base of the scrim, you could really use anything to attach it back to the light stand. I had a small clamp that attached via a 1/4-20 to a Dinkum Systems clamp. And then to keep my cords neat, I just used some clamps that I had from Home Depot. I really recommend everybody go out and buy like 12 of these things. You can never have enough on set. The result is a system that has 2 lights, produces soft lighting, and is all mounted on one C-stand. And this is fantastic because that means you have one stand to work with, one stand to put sandbags on, and there's less of a hazard, because without this system, I would have to have at least 3 stands, one for each light, and then one for the scrim. But more often than not, you need at least 2 or some kind of a boom system to attach your scrim. So I hope you find this helpful. I thought I'd go ahead and share what I had come up with, and that's actually what I'm using right now for this setup. If you like this kind of content, check out DSLRvideoshooter.com, where you'll find more tutorials and camera gear reviews.